Hey, this is race 4 of 15. We are at Phoenix International today. Um, Looking forward to bringing you some exciting action tonight. Last week we had a great race at Auto Club where we saw Elite Precision able to pull out the win on some fuel strategy, and just an overall very entertaining, very good race. Tonight, look forward to seeing the same thing. Honestly, I think a lot of these guys are very excited for Phoenix. It's going to be not as quite a draft track, but a lot of technicality in this track, and it's going to be kind of hectic. I think late on in the runs, you'll see the cars get kind of loose here quite often late on in the run, especially coming out of 1 and 2. But should have some exciting action tonight. I believe the Xfinity Series right now is qualifying, so while we're doing that, I'm going to get you all caught up on our Xfinity point standings after 3 races. Right now, leading the points is the 9 car of McCard fan. Nobes, your Daytona winner, is sitting in second. Captain Jack has had 3 very solid races, sitting in P3. Noah's Bowl had 3 pretty good races himself, sitting in P4. Speed Racer in 5th. Elite, last week's winner, in 6th. Captain Dead Dad sitting in 7th. Small NASCAR fan in 8th. Your Texas winner, TTV Go Boom, in 9th. And Masopes rounding out the top 10. And right below that cutoff line, you see it gets a little bit hectic. You have Movement at 7 behind and Wuchi at 9 behind. I think tonight they're both going to be looking to make up a ton of points and hopefully get their name above that cut line. And same with Freedom Flyer, and another guy I could really see moving his way up. He's sitting at minus 45 is Kenny LaFleur. So we do have qualifying underway, I'm being told. Gonna try and see if I can find one of these links to see how qualifying is going for. Tonight's race should be fairly interesting. Like I said, we've got 3 races, 3 different winners so far. Would not shock me to see a 4th. There's a couple guys I think you all should look out for tonight. One being Masopes. I believe we could see a very good running out of him tonight in the 11 car. Also, Noah's Bowl. He seemed very confident again this week. But my pick to win this week is not really going to be a shocker, I don't think. I think McCard leading the points finally gets it done. You saw him kind of choke one away at Texas, and I think he gets it done tonight, and I think we see our 4th different winner. All right, and actually some exciting news. I'm going to have somebody actually joining me up here in the booth, a former driver in Hennessy, Dillon. He should be here shortly. So they should be finishing up qualifying. Like I said earlier, my pick to win, McCard, I think we get our 4th different winner tonight. Think he finally gets it done. Like I said, you see him leading the points. Been very impressive so far, so I think he gets it done. And here is the man himself, Dillon, joining me tonight. You there, Dylan?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, anytime. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good tonight. Kind of excited. I think I was saying earlier, I think Phoenix is going to add a ton of different challenges for these drivers compared to the 3 tracks we've already seen this season. Kind of the first shorter track we're going to be at all year, but I think we're going to see a lot of beating and banging, but I also think we're going to see some really good racing.
Oh, for sure. I actually want to know who's in the Xfinity field. Sorry, I haven't kept up with all the fields. I know this is all new to me. I'm not even in the Discord, but I'm trying to see from last race so I can give you a pick as well. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Oh, you're all good. But like I said, my pick for tonight, McCard. He's your current points leader. Honestly, really choked one away at Texas, but I think tonight he gets it done. Wouldn't shock me. Like I said, last week's winner, Elite Precision. Seems like he runs up front every single race. Could see him getting it done as well.
Does Masopes run full time?
He does run full time.
Okay. I think realistically he's going to be strong, especially in the longer runs. Previous years that's been his strong suit at Phoenix is when I raced against him. Nobes is in there, so he'll run the lower top 10. Maybe. Trying to think who else is all in the field who I can think of.
I mean, you have the man, the myth, the legend himself, Noah's Bowl in here tonight.
Oh boy, yeah, he's definitely hard to pass. He doesn't give anybody space. He's like the Ryan Newman big old neck, dude. Literally. Nah, I'm just kidding. But trying to see who else. Cody invited me to race. Is it starting?
Don't join yet, I don't believe. I think we gotta wait a couple minutes until they get in, but we have our invites, so we're both good.
Okay.
Are you going to be able to actually, I'll probably pull up one of the streams, that way we have a lap counter, and then if you want to, do you have the ability to have the actual stream up so you can see the comments?
Yes, I can actually do all of it. Let me turn my PC if you like. Who usually streams and where? And so you can focus more on the commentating, and I can kind of help.
I can send you a link for a stream here in a second.
Okay. I'm just assisting you, really, to help you as much as possible. I'm excited. I can't wait to see the action on track. Phoenix is such a good racetrack, especially on NASCAR Heat 5 with the Xfinity cars. And with this field, you got some really good talent. So I'm excited to see what's in store.
That is not what I meant to send you. And we can enter. And here we go. So Nobes is Twitch streaming. See if I can send this link to you.
I follow him. You're good.
Oh, okay. Alrighty, here we go. As we actually have Chibi racing tonight. I was not aware of that. Chibi is in the 68 car running P2 P2 here, actually. McCard is leading us in the early going. Nobes with a solid qualifying effort. He's running in the 5th spot currently. And you're going to see here in turn 1 and 2, these guys take different approaches. A lot of guys are going to be below that yellow line because there is no yellow rule here at Phoenix. A lot of guys will run that high line and try and arc it and get a great run off down the backstretch.
It looks like the first stage, we will not have to worry about pitting whatsoever. They're good by 13 laps on fuel, so this is going to be a full run to the green and white checkered flag here.
And McCard is starting to open up a little bit of a gap here. It seems like the early going, he has a very good setup and seems very confident and has really good pace. In the middle of the pack, you see some 3 wide action back there. Not sure who all is going door to door there. As you see Elite back in the back, he must not have had a good qualifying. And Masopes is going to back out. What were you saying? I'm sorry, Dylan.
No, you're totally fine. I was just about to say that. I was surprised that Elite was back here. Did he even get a good qualifying run, or what?
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure, but it's very shocking to see him and Masopes both back here. They are going to run side by side, and it seems like, for the most part, everything is pretty single file now.
For sure. McCard has definitely got a 3-car length gap on Chibi. Maybe he's looking for more of a long run to catch the 9, but right now the 9 has the strongest car of the field, as you can tell.
Yeah, and Chibi's got a rear view mirror full of that 7 car right now, Captain Jack. The top 5 right now is McCard leading, Chibi second, Captain Jack in third, Freedom Flyer in fourth, and you have Nobes still rounding out the top 5.
I'll give you a lap counter of what we're doing right now to the stage. We have 15 laps remaining in the stage, so a good little short stint here. It'll be about 2/3 of the fuel run is what we're doing in the stage.
And this is a guy I mentioned currently. He is battling to maintain 4th position, Freedom Flyer, with a great showing early on. He's one of those guys right below the cut line that really could use some stage points and a good night here to see his name above the cut line instead of having to stress about being below it. I've raced with him in a couple leagues, and he's always shown good speed. It's normally just the decision-making with him late on in the race. He'll show you that he can run up front with almost anybody, but when it comes to pit strategy and then sometimes aggressiveness can kind of alter his outcomes when he should get a better finish than what he does. But you see him battling him, using the high side there and getting that run off down the backstretch, and he's able to clear Nobes and stay in 4th place.
He's looking right underneath the 7. He at contact coming out at 4. Looks like he's going to gain that position 3 wide, maybe. Oh, contact into the wall.
Heavy contact between Nobes and the 7. Nobes is around.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't think Nobes and this Captain Jack are going to be too excited about what just happened there, and I hope I didn't give it the announcer's jinx right there with the aggressive moves.
Yeah, that was definitely a jinx. I feel like Nobes fell back all the way to 20th, second to the last on the lead lap. There's Ty Racing. He's very far behind the pack here. I don't know if he had a spin or something, but we definitely missed it.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but up front, it's starting to spread out a little bit more as McCard seems to be opening the gap just a little bit more. And Chibi is in second. Now you have Freedom running all by himself here in third. Who do we have running in the fourth spot? We have Jackson Altman in the 98 running P4 now after the incident. And a guy I'm going to periodically check on, Elite. It doesn't look like he's really moving up the field too much. Actually, I guess after that incident, he has. It just doesn't really look like it because of how far behind the leader he is. But he's underneath the 16 here looking. As we have two guys rubbing in front of these two. Oh. The 44 of Killer really sends it in there and makes a little bit of contact with the 7. And they are 3 wide down the backstretch now.
Yeah, it looks like the 7 really has a lot of damage and struggling. He's falling back.
Ooh, a little bit of contact between him and Elite right there, too.
Yeah. Elite, I think, is just trying to get some clean air. I feel like if he can contend with the top 5, maybe even a win here. But 44 contact with 16 up the track. Oh my gosh. More contact. 3 wide on the front stretch. Or back stretch. I'm so sorry. What is this? 2012.
And riding along with small NASCAR fan here, you can get a front row look at the action where we had some 3 wide on the last corner. Seems like everything's kind of singled out, except for you do have Elite trying to make a move underneath the 16 of Hendrick. And it looks like he might be able to clear him, but yeah, he is able to clear him. I thought Hendrick would get a better run off using the high line there, but he wasn't able to. And up front, it looks like we have a little bit of a battle starting to build. Chibi's kind of reeling in the leader, but we're going to talk about third place right now as Freedom and Jackson Altman, who has ran him down.
Yeah, Chibi is gaining ever so slightly. I think we're coming to 5 to go right here for the stage, if I'm not mistaken. He is far back from the leader, so I can't really tell what lap they're on. But I believe this is 5 to go for the stage.
So coming to 4 to go here. Up front, you do still see McCard leading. Still a healthy size lead, but something to kind of look forward to later on in the race. It seems like long run, Chibi might have a little bit of a better car, but short run, it definitely seems like McCard's the guy to beat. So if he's anywhere near the front in a late race restart, maybe a green-white checker for the win, you got to be worried about him.
For sure. Your top 5, McCard, Chibi, Freedom. You said Lotman is his name. What is it? Altman. Altman, sorry.
Yeah, Jackson.
And then Noah's Bowl is top 5. I feel like Noah's Bowl is actually caught up a little bit from where he was because he was in that farther pack back there, but maybe he does have a longer car. Hopefully more track position. Next stage we'll see.
Yeah, and another thing really interesting here and unique about this track is the dog leg on what is now the front stretch. I think if you stage 3, we might see a few guys maybe stay a little bit higher up because it does seem like you wear your tires a little bit more going down on that pavement than you do actually staying on the surface itself. But so far, it seems like every driver's just using the dog leg and almost taking a little shortcut from an outsider's perspective.
It looks like we got a change for third. The 98 passes the 1, Freedom. And this right here is coming to... Oh, this is it. This is the end of the stage.
As McCard is going to be your stage 1 winner, Chibi P2. And then you're going to have Jackson Altman 3rd and Freedom 4th. And is that Noah's Bowl 5th?
Yeah, Noah's Bowl, masopes, the 4, the 44, 8, and 21. Looks like he rounds out your top 10.
The 4, Terrell the Phantom. A solid showing from him. I believe he's making his season debut tonight.
Terrell, I didn't even see that it was Terrell.
As looking back through the field, Captain Dead Dad the 20, a ton of damage. Obviously Nobes the 18, a ton of damage. Kenny LaFleur in the 6 with a ton of damage.
Yeah, Kenny hit the wall very early on after Masopes had that wide incident with Freedom in the 7. I saw it right at the end of that as well, so I think that's where he got his damage.
As here we go for stage 2. McCard is still going to be your leader. Chibi on the high side. As we'll go on board with Chibi here going into turn 1. He's going to be able to stay pretty even with them and could potentially be a dangerous person to take the lead right here being on the high side. I think he's going to get a good run. He definitely gets a better run than McCard through there, and Chibi is going to be your new leader.
The 9 is better on the short runs. Hopefully he can get passed by him. If not, Chibi, I think, will take this stage win because he was very strong on the long run.
Yeah, very, very strong on the long run indeed. And maybe that pit stop, he made a few adjustments because he looks like he is absolutely taking off.
Yeah. Masopes just got around the 98 of... Masopes came out of nowhere on that restart.
Does that hit? He's running P4 now.
Yeah. He came out of nowhere.
Looks like a little bit of contact between him and Freedom. Freedom up the track, and Masopes is going to be able to get his nose underneath, going to the dog leg, and he will have the inside going here to 3.
I'll give you a lap counter here. It's just so we have the idea of the strategy.
Heavy contact. I believe that was the 44 just went up and crushed Elite into the wall. A very interesting entry into the corner there, and it definitely did not pan out.
Oh, the 4 up against the fence, rubbing. Looks like Freedom got in the wall as well, coming out of turn 4.
Looks like they were 3 wide, and it definitely did not pan out. But in the back of the pack, I mean, a couple insane entries. I mean, very, very aggressive braking.
This is coming to 15 going to stage. It definitely is a shorter stage than stage 1. So we'll see. Maybe that'll pan out better for the 9 versus Chibi, but it looks like Chibi is flying away with so far.
Yeah, and checking back on the 2 that were involved in the incident earlier, Nobes and Captain Jack, they look like they're trying to pick their way through the field, but it does not look very easy back here once you get to the middle back part of the pack here.
There are 3 wide with Nose Bowl, 16, and Freedom.
It looks like Noah's Bowl is going to back out of that, make a smart decision, stay 3 wide.
Oh,
a little bit of contact between Terrell and Noah's Bowl there. I couldn't tell if Terrell came up, Noah went down, or they just both went for the same spot.
It looked like the same spot, but Terrell was nice enough to give back, to let him go for now. Stage 3, that won't happen. That's for sure.
Definitely not. You see Terrell and Elite both going to be most likely able to clear Freedom here. As it just seems like Freedom's on the downfall at this point. Like I said, very early on, had a very strong showing. But for his sake, he needs to get it together and hopefully get some stage points here. As he just continues to fall back, and we're going to take a look back up at the front here.
Your front 5 is pulled away from the whole pack here. You got Killer in 5th, Oddman in 4th, Masopes in 3rd, McCard in 2nd, and of course Chibi still your leader. Looks like still pulling away from them. So those adjustments, whatever his crew chief did, congrats. That is awesome.
Yeah, stage 2 here. Chibi looks to be in a completely different zip code than the rest of these guys. But the guy that really has impressed me is Masopes. It looks like he's trying to make a move here on the high side on McCard for 2nd place. Masopes is really going to drive it in deep there into the corner. try and stay even with him, potentially get a little bit of a side draft through the chicane, or through the dog leg. As he's still on the high side, and it looks like McCart is just struggling a little bit in 1 and 2. It seems like his car's a little bit tight almost. And Masopes on that high side is going to still stay even with him. I think Masopes overdrove it a little bit, and now he is oh, now a little crossover to the inside for Masopes here, as these two are really going at it for P2. A little bit of a slide job by Masopes, but a crossover by McCart. These guys are just going back and forth. A great move by both of them. And it looks like Masopes is going to finally be able to clear. He got a great run off of 4 there. And now the 44 peeking underneath McCart is maybe McCart made a wrong adjustment or something, because now he is falling back as the 44 and the 98 are both trying to get by him here. The 44, I believe, is Killer. Let me find him here. There we go. Yeah, Killer XL. He is now up to P3. A very impressive running by him. But when it comes,
I'm so sorry.
What was that?
I've been talking the whole time with my mic muted. That's pretty awkward. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been trying to battle with the 4-wide battle or whatever. And I said so much stuff and no one ever heard me. That was crazy. Anyways.
Yeah, but it seems like things are starting to spread out a little bit here. How many laps do we have left in this stage, Dylan?
Nobes is coming to the line right now, so I'll get to see. We're coming to 5 to go right here.
We are coming to 5 to go. Alrighty, sounds good. As Chibi is going to cross the line, so we have 5 laps to go here in Stage 2. An absolutely dominating performance so far, Stage 2 by Chibi, and a very, very strong march through the field for Masopes here in Stage 2. I think it'll be very interesting to see if we put them on an even playing field on the restart here in Stage 3, what Masopes has for Chibi.
Absolutely. It looked really good for JRM so far at the beginning of Stage 1, but JRM completely is not in the picture because McCart is fading. The 1 and the 7 had contact. They're in the back of the field. It's not looking good for him.
Oh, we have a wreck. Altman is in the wall. The 4, the 8 involved. Heavy, heavy contact.
Does that put out a caution?
It looks like we have a caution. Oh my goodness. Heavy, heavy contact there.
Does that end the stage? It does. It did end the stage.
That will end the stage. Alrighty. Also, a little bit of a side note. JRM is still looking pretty good because Chibi is actually a part of JRM.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool. Yes. I knew he was part of the 5 in Cup, but I just didn't know.
Yeah, not really sure what happened there, but we looked back and we saw the 8 and the 4 going face first into the inside wall.
All right, Stage 3.
Yeah, Stage 3, we have Chibi and Masopes on your front row. Let's see what Masopes has for him, and let's also pay attention to that second row, see if McCart made any changes, but also another guy that stormed through the field that stage is Killer. Let's see what he has for everybody. Chibi does a very good job there through 1 and 2, and he is able to put a little bit of distance between himself and the rest of the field as they're 2x2. Oh my God, the 44 absolutely sent it in there. I don't know if there was some contact from behind, but
they're 3 wide, 16, 15, 44. Last time we were 3 wide in there, it didn't work out.
As McCard's able to clear Masopes there for P2, as maybe McCart made the right adjustment here going into Stage 3, and let's see if he can run Chibi down. But towards the back of the pack, we are beating and banging all over the place, it looks like.
Yeah. Nobes just got moved.
Yeah,
I just 15th. Again, he's getting the bumper in back of them.
As I think some of these guys back here are very upset that they are back here. The 98 of Jackson Altman. I mean, an absolutely great run until that incident that ended stage 2. And as you see, he dives it in there to get underneath the 21. And they're 3 wide. As you can just tell, there's definitely some frustration, some anger. A lot of these guys don't feel they should be back here, but it's just something they kind of got to deal with right now. Oh, heavy contact. The 21 is into the wall. The 39, the 21 with contact there.
If you look back to the front, it looks like McCart definitely made some adjustments. He is hounding down Chibi, coming in 3 and 4.
Yes, he is.
And I would give you a lap count as soon as I see. Last time by, the game glitched and it didn't show me the lap count.
Yeah, McCord definitely able to run down Chibi. Masopes actually dropped another spot, but he is now battling again for P3 with Killer. It looks like he's able to clear, as Killer must have gotten loose off the corner because he lost a couple positions there, but still dives it in very aggressively into 3.
We have 52 laps to go, and there's 32 laps on the field, so we'll have a 20-lap dash. You can pit with anywhere the fuel window opens with 34 to go.
Looks like we have a caution.
Like caution. Oh, yeah, the 98 and the 7 and the 22 took each other out. I don't know what happened back there, but I just saw it on Nodes' stream.
2 of the guys I was saying, they did not seem very happy to be back where they were, but they're not really helping themselves out at all in this situation by beating and banging and at this point wrecking each other.
Is anybody able to take two tires right here? A little early in the run? I don't think it'll work.
It's going to be really interesting.
4 tires is still the move.
4 tires is still the move, but it wouldn't shock me to see some aggressive moves here, see some people try and maybe put some dirty air on that 68's nose, because it seems like in clear air he is almost unstoppable. As we do have a gamble, the 10 car. Who do we have in the 10?
I cannot find this number.
Eric Smoose is your leader, but he spun the tires, and Chibi's going to be able to clear, and it looks like McCard is going to clear him on the inside as well, as I don't know what the strategy was there. I don't think it's going to pan out as he goes from first to
4 wide.
He is falling like a rock right now. Absolutely not the move. It might have been a good move for him to get that extra bonus point for leading the lap, but other than that, I think he just threw any chance at a good finish away with that strategy right there.
Yeah, he went from first to 15th in literally 4 corners. That's insane, and he is still dropping like a rock.
Yes, and Chibi back out front. Masopes now in second again. McCard in P3, and it really looks like these 3 tonight are the class of the field. A newcomer we have up here in 4th place, Wuchia in the 36. A very good showing from him so far.
For sure, this is the first time he's sniffed the lead, or the front pack, I should say, so maybe he can stay up there. We do have a pit strategy. We still are 10 laps off of our fuel window, so we will see some pit stops as long as there's no cautions.
And that can make things really interesting. Riding along here with your 5th place driver, the 15 of Noah's Bowl. Been quietly consistent today, it seems like. It seems like he's been in like the 5th to 8th place range almost the whole race. So maybe this is the type of race where he takes a chance, takes 2 tires here on that 10-lap gamble, or, you know, you never know.
Outside of the 36 right here, he is going to pass Wuchia. Is that how you say his name?
Yes, Wuchia. The 36,
okay.
He is clear of him, and Noah's Bull is up to P4. Let's see if he can run down the leaders here. Maybe he's got something for him.
Chibi has pulled out to about a 3-car length gap over the 11. The 9 is all over the back bumper of the 11. The 15 wants them to battle to catch up.
An impressive drive right now by a guy, the 6 car of Kenny. I went back and looked at him at the end of stage 1. He was all the way in the back, all beaten and battered. He is now running P8, and he is moving his way through the field. He is looking very, very strong right now.
We were just talking about how good of a run he was having. He has been dropping ever since we talked about him.
As they are 4 wide in the back. Oh my goodness. The 4, 7, 21, 98, 18. It is a cluster back there.
That is...
I think we're going to have some unhappy drivers at the end of this race. It would not shock me. Oh, the 98 gets loose. He is spinning. He collects the 39 as well. It looks like we're still green. I don't know if we're going to have a manual caution or not, but it looks like there is no in-game caution, as I'm not sure if he got loose, if he hit that inside wall and just shot back up the track, but he just absolutely annihilated a couple drivers with him.
So far, it looks like we're staying green. I don't know if we're going to have a...
It looks like we're having a manual.
Yep. All right, where does that put us on our fuel window? Oh, that is... I think we're going to be 2 laps short. We're going to have some fuel saving as we stay green.
2 laps short. It's going to make things very, very interesting here.
Maybe 3 laps short, depending on when pit road opens.
Yeah, pit road probably most likely will be open this lap.
Yeah.
But that's interesting, and then from your perspective, you're seeing what you're seeing. I mean, we've had a few cautions. Do you worry about saving fuel, or do you just go and expect there to be another caution and think that you're going to have enough fuel? What's your perspective on that?
Personally, I think I would save the fuel and gamble that it's going to stay green. Yeah, we're going to pit with, and it'll come back at 38 to go and 36 laps on the fuel. You'll probably lose about a lap if you go full around. To me, it's all about the tires. If you can go a full run on the tires, I think that you save the fuel. If you can't, then you flat out and then you split it in half and only take fuel, or 2 tires of fuel.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see as we're coming down the pits here. Chibi leading the train.
Everyone pits. Nobody gambles of staying out.
Absolutely nobody gambles. I think seeing the 10 car fall through the field the way he did, I think all these drivers are saying that they're good on taking a chance like that.
Does anybody gamble take 2? No,
it's going to be interesting.
I think this is 4 in fuel. Yeah, this has to be. The 11, the 15 are coming out. Does the 9 and the 98 come out? 98.
Looks like Chibi's gonna. I can't tell him, and it looks like Chibi's gonna lead him off. And they're lagging on my screen, but looks like it's got settled.
The 98 beat him by like a fender. Masopes is gonna fight for it, but I think the 98 beat him, or 68. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying 98.
Yeah, I definitely thought the 68 beat him. I was kind of confused on that. And it looks like coming to the line, we will most likely have our choose cone rule. Drivers can only make 1 move. If you're caught making 2 moves, it sends you to the back. So line selection here could be very important for a lot of these people as well, especially middle of the pack. I mean, you might be able to pick up a few spots just on this restart here. As it looks like Chibi is going to take the high side. Masopes is going to join him on the high side. And Noah's Bowen, the 15, is going to be on the front row on the inside.
I think that was a smart move for the 11. You're going to get the runoff, plus you have the leader who goes first. In my opinion, I think that's the spot to be if you want to be behind the leader. It'll be 37 laps, no, 36 maybe, coming to the line. I'll let you know. And if so, they're going to be so close on fuel.
Honestly, with my experience here at Phoenix, fuel is the least of my worries. It's the tires. It's very, very hard to maintain your tires for a full fuel run here.
Green flag.
As the 15 gets a great restart. He is side by side with the 68, and those two absolutely gap the rest of the field. Let's see what the 15 can do here into 1. Chibi's going to drive it in there on the high side. He's going to be able to get that run. Is the 15 clear? The 15 is able to clear Masopes for second place. But Masopes is looking to the inside here. Looking to the inside, sliding up a little bit. A little bit of contact. It looks like the 15 is going to be able to maintain second place. And while this is happening, Chibi is just pulling away. So these two, former teammates, actually, no longer teammates, as Noah's Bowl was traded a couple weeks ago. Let's see if there's any bad blood, and let's see if they can work together or if they're going to continue to fight.
Looks like the 15 and the 98, or sorry, 68. Keep doing that. Sorry. They had a good 1 and 2, 3 and 4, about equal. The 68 maybe a car length advantage.
Yes, Chibi just continues to. It looks like on entry the 15 is absolutely killing the 68, but the 68 is murdering the rest of the field on exit. He just seems to be very, very smooth, and it seems like he's gaining just a little bit each corner here.
We have a new player in the top 5, Speed Racer, and the 54 Twix machine.
And you see him running up high. Maybe, potentially, trying to save some tire by doing that.
Yeah, I think if you save the tire, I feel like you can make it on fuel because you're doing less. But we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, so you see him running P5, and the guy I've brought up a couple times, the 6 car in 6th place, Kenny LaFleur, just making his way methodically through the field here. As he's going to dive underneath the 54, get his nose there. No contact, nothing yet. He's able to get there now. A little bit of contact on exit, trying to get a little bit of a side draft on the 54, and he's going to have good position entering 3 as he's going to dive it down, takes a very good angle, going to try and slide up in front of the 54. He's able to clear, but a crossover by the 54.
Good call, good call. We are 1 lap short on fuel, and it looks like a couple guys in the back are saving. I can't really tell. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Oh, yeah. If it stays green, there's a couple of those guys in the back that could steal a win here.
Yeah, the 6 is able to clear, but it almost looks like to me the 54 let the 6 and the 19 have that position and said, I don't want to fight anymore. I think he's really trying to save tire and save fuel here. But most importantly, save the tire. There's no point in fighting at this point because you're not going to make it at the end. As back up front, Chibi
looks like it's stabilized between him and the 15. The gap is about, I would say, 7/10, no more than that. And we're coming. We just passed the line, I believe, with 29 to go. If I'm not mistaken. Yes, 29 to go. So this is coming to 28 to go right here for Chibi. We have Noah's Bowl in 2nd, Masopes in 3rd, McCart in 4th. Rounding out your top 5 is, I'm sorry, I can't think of his name. I apologize. Kenny.
What number do we have? The 6, Kenny.
And then you have the 19. The 8 is coming through the field. He was in the back in that last caution. He was involved. The 54, who I think is saving fuel and tire, maybe planning on green flag all the way through. The 36 of Wichita, 21 of Small NASCAR Fan, rounds out your top 9, and then the 98 in the top 10.
A little bit of an interesting thing I saw that lap by, though. Chibi did not take the dog leg that time. He stayed up on the track, and is he now a little bit worried that he needs to save some tire and some fuel, because it looked like he was driving the wheels off of it to start the stage, as he's going to barely go down. He's not really going to cut it off the corner. Maybe he can save that right front a little bit.
Yeah, I think the 15 and the 11 did the same. So they're going to be trying to save tire, fuel, and catch Chibi all at the same time.
That's going to be a difficult task. Catching Chibi, no matter what, is always a difficult task. But while you're trying to save fuel and tire, it almost feels impossible. So we'll see what these two can do. Looks like Masopes is looking underneath. Drives it in. Maybe a little bit of contact there to send the 15 up, and he's now underneath. The 15 is able to stay on the high side and have a little bit better of a run off, headed in here in a 3.
There was some contact in the back of the field. I don't think anyone spun out. There's just a lot of action from 8th on back.
Yeah,
the 36, the 8. I think if we're going to have a caution, it's right here.
So we'll take a look back in the back of the pack here. The 21 and 98 racing side by side there. Movement in the 19 with a solid 6th place showing for him so far. As McCard, I looked away for a second, and next thing I know, McCard's trying to pass Noah's Bowl and Masopes in one corner. They get singled out again, though, and Kenny is now there. And I think that battle's going to start heating up a little bit.
Oh, my gosh, the 21 and the 98 goes up the racetrack. They both lose a spot to the 16 of Hendrick.
Yeah, it seems like Jackson, ever since he got put in the back after being involved in an accident, has been driving a little bit aggressive, and I mean that's understandable. You're going to be frustrated. You know you had a good car. You should have had a better run than what you had, but instead you're in the back battling with somebody, and him and the 54 are still beating and banging.
The 15 has lost 2 positions in that corner to the 9 and the 6. It looks like the 15 and 11 are still battling, maybe still trying to save tire and fuel, but they did cut the dog leg there, so I don't know. We'll see.
It definitely seems like they're trying to save here, but
it sounds like to me that Speed and Jackson have history. Thank you, Joker, for putting that in the chat for me.
Yeah, a little bit of history between the two, and it looks like there's still no love lost. And they were just beating and banging for quite a bit, and I mean, honestly, killing themselves, like, speed-wise. They gave up, I want to say 2 or 3 positions to Hendrick, Terrell, and somebody else. So it's, I mean, you can hate each other all you want, but there's no point in killing each other because you're killing yourself while doing it.
Yeah, there's still bumper-to-bumper coming out of 2. We need to keep an eye on this if we don't want to stay green here.
These two right here might be the reason for a caution. So as the 54 is just absolutely pile driving the 98's bumper there. That is crazy stuff.
Thanksgiving's coming up. Neither one of them are inviting each other, I can tell you that.
But back up front, Chibi has absolutely pulled away. I'm really starting to wonder, at the pace he's running, is there any way he has the tire and has enough fuel to make it?
I don't know. I think he does. I'm just worried that I don't think a lot of these guys can make it, to be honest. But Chibi, with the gap that he keeps putting on there, it sounds like he may have it already. It looks like we got coming to 17 laps to go right there at the line, and it looks like Nobes has a pretty good fuel mileage. I'm not trying to say anything, but
might be somebody to watch out for here. 7:18. Yeah, Nobes could be a guy to watch out for. The 7 as well. Back here, you can definitely tell he's saving. We saw him early on in the race and the speed that he does have, so it definitely seems like he's saving pretty hard to try and make something happen. And it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be really interesting at the pace that Chibi is running.
We have 2 people pitting. We had the 6 and the 11 pit right there. So they are not planning on saving. They're going to have a full blast last run. The 1 pits as well.
That should be interesting.
I think 2 tires is the move right here. I don't see why you would take anything else.
Chibi is staying out. It's going to be interesting because if he does need to pit, you don't want to stay out too long and give these guys with fresher tires a ton of time because they'll be able to catch right back up, but at the same time, you will have the freshest tires at the end. But I'm really, really interested to see, does he have enough? Can he make it? He's going to stay out here again. As we have somebody else in the pits, it looks like. I could not tell. That might be the 36 of Lucia. Freedom is also in the pits now.
Yeah, 36 is in the pits.
Yeah, 36 is in.
Trying to see if I can find anyone else.
Oh my. As the 54 and the 98 are still going at it.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing is what I just watched. That was nuts.
As
at
the
this
54
point, you're
is
just
finally able to clear him, but very, very interesting.
Any moment.
As the 44 of Killer is now down into the pits, Chibi, your leader, is still out. I mean, at this point, he might have it. McCard running P2. I believe Noah's Bowl is still P3, right? Yes, Noah's Bowl is still P3.
Yes. And then you have Movement in 4th. And the 19, I don't know who's behind the 19, sorry. The 1, or did he just come out of pit road? I can't remember. No, yeah, the 1 pitted, so. The field has definitely jumbled up since the green flag pit stops has happened.
Out of the guys that pitted, we see the 6 of Kinney exiting 2 right there, and he has a very sizable gap over the 11, and they came in together, so did he take 2 and Masopes take 4, or what could be going on here?
The 68 comes down pit road. He cannot make it. The 9 and the 15 still stay out. Oh my gosh, and the 19.
The 68 in pit road. The 9 is now your leader, McCard. Will he be able to make it, or is he just going to try and hang on a little bit longer and get some fresher tires than Shibby and hopefully be able to run him down at the end?
Yeah, it looks like McCard's
it looks like the 9
right
is
here.
coming in now, yeah. But the 15 is going to stay out, it looks like. As the 15 of Noah's Bowl is your leader. As behind him, he has a lapped car of Freedom, who is already pitted. This should be
that was 8 to go.
8 to go. 8 to go. This should be interesting. Does he have enough? What is the game plan? It doesn't look like he's entering pit road here. It really looks like the 15 is going to try and make it here. And if he saved enough early on, which it definitely seemed like he did back off, it's going to be very, very crazy.
Yeah, 7 to go for him. I don't know who's in second.
It looks like the 15 is pitting here. The 15 did not save enough.
That's interesting. Hendrick is now in second, I believe.
The ones to watch out for. Got to watch out for the 20, the 7, and where is Nobes at? You have his stream up, correct?
He's third. Yeah, he's third. I think he has it. I just don't know where he is compared to the leader.
Can you see? Oh, you can't see it. I don't have his map up.
And well, now the 15 still is the leader as I speak. So yeah, Hendrick is the leader, the 16 car. Oh man.
All right.
Did he save enough? This is coming to 5.
He's pitting. No, the 16 is pitting here.
Oh my gosh.
And I see the 18 going past the 16 now.
Nobes will be your leader if he doesn't pit here.
Nobes is the leader, you said? Is he running second?
Yeah, he is running second. He passed the 16 now, as we speak. So that was 5 to go.
Nobes is your leader, and he definitely looked like he backed off very, very early on to save enough fuel.
My only issue is that right rear. I think he went over the radio and said it is low.
Yeah, the 20 car, I believe the 20 would be in P2 because I don't think we've seen the 20 come in pit yet, and you can definitely tell the 20 is saving.
Right now, yeah, the 20 is your P2 right now as Masopes. Or not Masopes, sorry. Nobes is the stream, sorry.
So...
this is coming to 3 to go.
Have Nobes coming to 3 to go. This is... Did he save enough? Can the tire make it? At this point, he's just praying that there is no caution. 3 laps to go. We just crossed the line. And he is all by himself. But again, it's not a race against anybody else other than his own equipment at this point. As he comes out of 2 down the backstretch.
The 20 is still in second. I don't know who's in third. I have no idea what the running order is.
I believe the 7 car of Captain Jack would be your 3rd place car. I believe he has stayed out as well.
2 to go right here.
2 laps to
right
go.
Rear. That right rear is looking crazy. Chibi is in second.
Chibi is now in second.
Yeah, Captain Jack is now in... No. Yeah, Captain Jack is now in second. Chibi's in third.
Okay.
The 20 pitted.
Here we go.
White flag right here.
Flag. Can the 18 make it around one more time here? The tire has got to be screaming for help at this point. As he enters 1 and 2, the 16 gets right behind him, trying to get a little bit of contact between the 22 and the 16. If I'm the 18, I'm just letting these guys go. There's no point in battling them. As
my gosh, that
comes into 3 and 4. Nobes is going to save enough fuel, save enough tire, and Nobes is going to get it done.
He's going to win. Oh my gosh. He was on 0% coming into turn 3. Oh my lord.
What a job by Nobes. A very impressive performance. You said Captain Jack was our 2nd place, correct?
No, I'm waiting on the finishing results. I'll get in the second. Chibi got 2nd. Captain Jack got 3rd. So your top 3, Nobes, Chibi, Captain Jack, Kenny rounds out 4th, Noah's Bold, Card 6, Masopes 7th, Elite 8th, and Killer 9th, and round out your top 10 is Terrell. Oh my gosh, congratulations, Nobes. This is awesome.
Alright, are you able to get our top 3 in here? Can you send them invites?
I can do my best.
Absolutely incredible race. Only two guys were able to make it all the way back around on that last fuel run, and Nobes is able to save enough tire and enough fuel, and he gets his 2nd win of the season.
What the?
Alrighty, let's see if I can get them in here. Oh, you got Nobes? Okay.
Yeah.
P2 was Captain Jack, right?
No, Chibi, and then Cap
Chibi.
Jack.
I don't even think Chibi has a mic, so... And I also don't know where Captain Jack went, so... I don't remember his gamer tag. Well, oops. I forgot to back out of the lobby. I'm headed into a Pocono race. Give me 1 second. And I don't know if we're going to get any of the top 3 up in the booth for the interview after the race, but would definitely like to.
Yeah. Either way, that was just so exciting to watch. Chibi had the best car for sure, but you never have any race locked up.
Oh, here we go. We have our race winner.
I could not find Captain Jack. Oh my.
What's going on?
What's going on, Nobes? Congratulations, and a very impressive fuel and tire saving demonstration by you right there.
I saw 0% heading into 3.
Yep.
Coming to the checkered. That was awesome. Congratulations.
Yep.
All right, so like I said, we have your race winner, the 18 here. Nobes, first question. Did you know immediately off that last restart that you were going to have to save? And, like, if so, did you start saving right then and there? Or was it kind of like a middle way through the run, you were like, oh, man, I might not make it?
No, I was, as soon as we went back green, I was like, it's going to be close on fuel and even closer on tires. So I was trying to save the tires best I could, but after like 20 laps, it started getting snappy, loose off the corners. I just had to back it down a ton to make it to the end.
All right, Dylan, you have a question for him?
Nah, all I gotta say is I've watched you win all these races, fuel mileage. I've been a teammate of yours, so I know that as soon as I saw that it was like one lap, like variance on the fuel, I was in the back of my mind. I was like, Nobes is winning this race. I didn't want to say it, but there was like 16 laps to go in the race, and I looked over, and you were good on fuel, and I was like, all right, it's his race. Like I knew. But congratulations. Are you you're locked in to the playoffs, right?
Yeah, that's 2
Win number 2 on the season for Nobes there. And again, a very impressive performance. It seemed like you had good speed early on in stage 1 too. So
yeah,
I mean, just all around a very impressive day today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to comment about that 3-wide move for freedom that he did?
No, I do not want to because I'll just get in trouble. So I will just make that clip and send that in because I just didn't expect it to happen, and he just kept coming up. I was like, okay, I guess we're wrecking.
I will go ahead and apologize for that. I think I did give it the broadcaster's jinx. I was talking about Freedom's aggression, and literally as soon as I got done speaking, it happened, so maybe that is on me. But thank you for joining us. Again, congratulations on your 2nd win of the season, and good luck next week.
Thanks.
All right, well, that about wraps it up here tonight. Another very, very interesting, entertaining, insane Xfinity race. These guys are very, very quick, very, very aggressive, and the racing always seems to be great at this level. Dylan, your first time up here in the booth calling a race with me, what did you think about tonight's action?
I thought it was great. You had the veterans show up with McCard and Chibi being the fastest of the group, but it comes down to a fuel mileage race, something that I enjoy watching as a nutrition regular NASCAR fan, so that was really cool to see. A good friend of mine won, so all in all, such a great race to watch, and thank y'all for letting me do this. That was fun.
Well, we appreciate having you up in the booth, and hopefully you join us more often, especially tomorrow night when we have the Cup Series at Gateway at 7:30. That should be a very interesting race. I look forward to actually being a part of it instead of calling it. But I believe tonight we have some D2 Formula 1 action, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure where they're at. I believe it's China. I could be wrong about that, but I know we do have a D2 F1 race tonight. But on the NASCAR side of things, that's going to about wrap everything up tonight. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you soon.